All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network's live coverage of the Sim500 Dirt Division. Coming to you live tonight from the USA Speedway. 360 wing sprint cars in action. Week number 15 of the series. Right now, 27 360 sprint cars checked in for racing action tonight. Guys got about 5 minutes to get in here if they're going to come and race. Practice session ends in exactly 5 minutes. And then they will run through qualifying heat races, our consolation races, and our 30-lap feature. Quick look at our points tonight. Ryan Buehler still sits atop of the overall points. 1,942 total points, 1,816. So about 126 points gap between he and Billy Rowley. Nick Cohan in third, Mike Kelly is fourth. Josh Gerlach rounds out the top five in the overall. Looking at the individual points in the 360 series, Ryan Buehler atop of that, but only by 16 markers over Shea Paulo. And then it's Josh Gerlach, Mike Kelly, and Robert Schaefer. And I'll look at the late model points after the last race last week. 990 points for Ryan Buehler, 948 points for Billy Rowley, Nick Shamborn, Nick Cohan, and Mike Kelly. So right now everybody focusing on the overall, but each of the individual series also in the back of everybody's minds. Just under the 4-minute mark. Take a look at a couple of cars down here on the racing surface. If they are out moving, we're just going to grab a camera, point it at a car, and see what we can see. Daniel Zegers, he is quick in practice right now, and he is sitting on pit road. 19.140 seconds for him, 19.155 for the car you're looking at right there. Nick Shamborn second quick. A lot of the regular sprint car driver faces in here. Jeff Stewart, I see Billy Rowley, Shea Paulo. So all the guys in the points. I do know, I thought I saw our points leader. I do not see his name yet. I'm sure that he will be joining the server. Doesn't want to give the points lead away on a bye, so I'm sure we'll see him shortly. Get down here and get ready for some racing action. Still looking at let's take a look at the 71 car of Josh Gerlach here. A lot going on. I don't know if you've been with us all week, but it has been Sunday, Monday, now Tuesday. We'll be here tomorrow and Thursday as well. 5 nights, and starting next Sunday, 3 shows on Sunday, 2 on Monday, 1 on Wednesday, 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday. And I know that got those out of order, but trust me when I tell you it's been a long day, and I'm sitting here cross-eyed trying to figure out what number that is on that car right there. Damian Leininger on pit road, Jordan Eder on pit road, Jeff Stewart on track, the 72 machine. Now he's going to take the hard left right there and go into pit road. Doug Sigmund on pit road. Gail Brooks on pit road. Gail Brooks, a new name to me in the series. He drives the number 45 DeWalt Tools machine. Some of the old familiars in here, like I said, there's Peyton Grease, there's JB, John Batista. Terry Mustard is here. Nathan Davis, Nick Cohan, Lance Keister, Reed Rundle. See old Reed in here flinging the sprint car around a little bit. Hey, Mr. Eder. How's it going, buddy? Hey, there we go. My name is Roger, and I am in Oklahoma, HS. I know you, I think you asked me the other day, and I think you said Heidi, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? Let me know. I'm watching the chat for that response. Inside a minute, drivers in the drivers' meeting. As soon as the drivers' meeting is over, they will go to their qualifying session. We will start our pre-race festivities here in just a few seconds. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the different channels. If you're over on YouTube or Twitch, subscribe to the channel. You know, every time we go live. If you're on any of the Facebook channels, please drop by the Dirt Racing Network on Facebook. Like, share, and follow right around the 10,000 followers mark, and we are looking forward to that. Trying to put on a big show for that as soon as we cross that milestone. Appreciate every single one of you that comes in each and every night. Hang around. This is going to be a very exciting race tonight. USA usually puts on a very good show. But as the drivers wrap up the drivers' meeting, it is time for us to do our pre-race ceremonies.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, drivers on track for qualifying right now. Watching the 54 car of John Batista. 19.332 seconds. Only good enough for 11th. Right now, Shea Paulo atop the pylon. 19.140. 19.199 for his teammate, the Rowdy One, Billy Rowdy. Josh Gerlach, Ryan Bueller, Nick Shamborn, Nathan Davis, the Lawnmower Man, checking in 6th. Jeff Stewart, Daniel Zeggers, Terry Mustard, and Damian Leininger inside that top 10. So we will wait for the last few seconds. Guys, don't forget to jump over into your app store on your smartphone and find Racecast. Download that app. You can watch us live on your phone. We stream right through Racecast. They have flea markets for sim racing, real racing. There's a lot going on in that app. It's a pretty cool deal. We just started working with them not too long ago, and it's a fantastic way to stay in touch with all your racing information. So grab a Racecast from one of the app stores. All right, heat race number 1. Gridding out on the racing surface for us. Let's get down here to... all the cameras run through your starting grid for you on the pole, the over-the-wall photography. Elbows up, SimSport number 21 from Hanford, California. Shea Paulo, and on the outside of him, the Yucko number 1 of Nick Shamborn. Row 2 on the inside, the TNT Racing number 03 from Piketon, Ohio, Terry Mustard Jr. And on his outside, in the 35 car, going to be, or I'm sorry, in the 26 car, going to be Trevor Henker. Row 3 inside, the 05 of Casey Miller, and on the outside of him, the 5 car of Chris Jabot. Row 4 on the inside, the BAR Transport number 63 from Muskegon, Michigan, Bill Coy. And that will round out our field. 7 cars scheduled for 4 heats. We're going to take the top 3, move them directly to the feature. And everybody else will work out of our twin B mains. We will fill 24 cars for our 30-lap feature. That's where it went. Good look at the guys getting around into 3 and 4. You can see the track went out and reworked the surface in between practice and qualifying. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Thank you for spending your Tuesday evening with us. Plenty of action will be had out on the track tonight. Lights are off on the pace truck. These guys will be getting at it right here in turn number 4. Paulo and Shamborn on the front row. For heat race number 1, Shea Paulo in the mix for the individual 360 title. Won the opener of the season. That feels like forever ago. The pace truck headed in. We will get the green flag. All right, here, turn number 4. We are underway. Sim500 Dirt Division heat race number 1. Week number 15 of the series. Paulo shows the way through 1 and 2. Shamborn into second. Mustard falls into third. It's going to be Casey Miller, Trevor Hinker battling over that 4th and 5th positions. Chris Jabot and Bill Coy. Right now, Shea Paulo with his lead shrinking. He had twice as much lead down the backstretch last time, but here comes the 0-1 of Shamborn. He closed up pretty good in 1 and 2. Now holding station down the backstretch. We'll see what happens down here in 3 and 4. Doesn't look like he gained an inch right there. 2 down, 8 to go. Heat race number 1. Terry Mustard still sitting in third, but he has lost touch with Shamborn. He was right on that push bar right after the start. Now has started to fall back just a little bit. It looks like Shea Paulo easily maintaining about 0.4 of a second over the 0-1 of Shamborn, running almost mirror lap times. 19:131 to a 19:152 the last lap, first to second. See where they're at this time as we've completed 4 of 10 still. Paulo, Shamborn, Mustard, Miller, Hinker, Coy, and Jabot. And once again, less than 0.02 of a second separating Shea Paulo out in front of Nick Shamborn. It looks like Paulo, if he can just keep all 4 tires on the ground, might cruise to a pretty easy heat win victory here and put himself in great shape to start on the pole of our feature tonight. Lead increases to a full half second. Mustard still third. Miller still fourth. Hinker in fifth. Jabot in sixth. And Coy back here in the 7th position. Good look at the 0 car here. Sitting in that final direct transfer spot. If he can keep it there, he'll go straight to the feature tonight. Won't have to worry about any consolation racing. Under 3 laps to go. About 2.5 for Shea Paulo. Headed down the back stretch right now. Into turns 3 and 4. Flagman shows him 2 fingers. 2 laps to go as he heads off into turn number 1. Still Shamborn behind Paulo, and then Mustard, your top 3. White flag in the air. Shea Paulo, one more time around. He's going to pick up a heat race win here. Nick Shamborn in second. Terry Mustard third. Still Miller and Hinker. For the final time out of turn 4, heat 1 goes to Shea Paulo, then Nick Shamborn. Terry Mustard Casey Miller, Trevor Hinkert, Chris Jabot, and Bill Coy in that order. So we will see the top 3 directly into our feature. Everybody else going to have a little bit of work to do if they're going to make it into that top 24 tonight. All right, Heat 2. On the pole, the Wicked Energy Gum elbows up Sim Sport number 79 from New Paris, Ohio, the Rowdy one, Billy Rowley. And on his outside, the Ultimate Dirt TV 19 Designs, Tim Sims, Black Diamond Motorsports, number 36 from Sellersburg, Indiana, the Lawnmower Man, Nathan Davis. On the inside of row number 2, the Bang Energy number 35 of Damian Leininger. On the outside of him, Shane Yates in the 11 car. Third row on the inside, 30 car of Tom Leake, and on the outside of him, the GRP Wigman IRAP number 617 from Fairview Heights, Illinois, Lance Keister. And on the back row, the Skull Bandit 04 machine, going to be Doug Sigmund rounding out our starting field. So a couple of drivers very familiar with one another, starting on the front row of this one. You watch any broadcast pretty much on the Dirt Racing Network that has to do with a sprint car, you're going to see that 79, that 36 car in it. You watch any of the streams from any of the other leagues around pretty much, and you're bound to see those two each and every night. So heat number 2 of 4. Lights off on the pace truck. That truck will dive off the track in turn number 4. Billy Rowley will get us started. Kokomo was a little rough on a couple of people last night, Mr. Stewart. All right, here we go out of turn 4. Rowley, Davis on the front row. Pace truck headed in. Billy Rowley on the loud pedal, green flag in the air. Heat race number 2 is underway, and quickly the front 4 single file up. It'll be Rowley, Davis, Yates, Leininger, then Keister, Leake, and Sigmund behind that. Everybody got in single file order pretty quickly there. We'll go back to the front, bound to see a good battle shape up from the front of this, keeping our eyes on the 79 and the 36. Billy Rowley keeping the car down on the inside of the entry. Brings it out wide on exit. You saw a different line there from Nathan Davis. About 0.3 of a second that time by. Less than a half a tenth in the lap time between the 79 and the 36. Billy Rowley showing the way at the end of lap number 3. .583 to a 631 first and second. 634 for the 11 car right here, Mr. Yates. He's matching times with these guys. A bobble from either of the front two. You might see somebody that we wouldn't normally expect to come up here in the sprint cars and pick up a win with the two guys in front of him, but he may be able to pull it off if either one of them bottles, because he is absolutely mirroring those lap times with these guys. Just as quick as the leader the last lap. Halfway home, heat race number 2, Rowley, Davis, Yates, Leininger, Keister, Leake, and Sigmund. Now the lead starting to grow. Over 0.6 of a second. Billy Rowley starting to get away from Nathan Davis. And Davis hasn't quite given the shake to Yates yet. He's back there about 7-8 car lengths. Now loses some ground out of 2 that time. Billy Rowley still under 19.6 on his lap times. Only car on track running laps. Sub 19.6, 587 to a 606 that time, first to second. Beat 2 to go this time out of turn number 4. Billy Rowley still showing the way. The rowdy one. Keeping the 79 car out in front, the clean air. Pushing that cushion a little bit higher each lap. Moving it out from the center of the track each and every lap. White flag in the air one more time in heat race number 2. Rowley, Davis, and Yates right now are transfer cars. Oh, big bobble that time. Middle of turns 3 and 4, but it doesn't matter. Rowley picks up the win. Nathan Davis second. Shane Yates is third. Leininger, Keister, Leak, and Sigmund will be in our B mains in just a little bit. 2 down, 2 to go. Heat race action. On the pole for heat race number 3. The netcode eSports number 71 from Bondurant, Iowa. Josh Gerlach on the outside of him. The over-the-wall photography. Elbows up Sim Sports number 72 from Milford, Ohio. Jeff Stewart. Row 2 on the inside. The Ultimate Dirt TV Black Diamond Motorsports number 54. Comes to us from Ellenton, Florida. We call him JB. His name John Batista. And on the outside of him in the D2 Race Designs, Miles Jensen Racing. Number 29 from, it's actually the 67. They have this numbered wrong. He is the 67 car, but he's from Duluth, Minnesota, and it's Miles Jensen. Row 3 inside the Buddies Racing Equipment TDC Race Team, number 43 from Oxford, Michigan, Reed Ronald. On the outside of him, going to be the 45 machine, is the DeWalt Tools sponsored entry of Gail Brooks. And on the back row in the double lot is going to be Don Runkle Jr. That's the Mission 22 machine you see at the back. Well, Mr. Stewart came and chat, said he was going to try to redeem himself after a very poor outing last night over at Kokomo with the Dirt Slingers Monday Night Thunder group. Their second race of the evening. So we'll see what he can do. He's starting on the outside of the front row next to the 71 of Josh Gerlach. Always race day machine. Pace truck will take the hard left. Guys will get us started right here at the exit of turn 4. There goes Gerlach. Here comes the green flag. Heat race number 3 is underway. A little contact. Miles Jensen left front up over the right rear of John Batista there. That is going to separate the top 3 for sure. This Jensen is a little ways back now, right in front of Reed Rundle. That's 4th and 5th. Gail Brooks and then Runkle running in 7th. Go back to our front 3. Here comes Stewart. Inside slide job in 1 and 2. Can he make it stick and hang on to the spot down the backstretch? Good run on the exit for both cars, and they're going to be side by side heading into turns 3 and 4. Crossover move from Stewart. Who's got the lead at the line? Jeff Stewart. Just barely, maybe 6 inches worth of car. Oh, Gerlach's got to check up. That's going to open the door for Batista. Takes advantage of it on the high side now. JB on the hunt. Eyeing the back of the 72 car, looking for the spot to pass. Stewart's going to have to hold him off for 7 more circuits. Batista trying to show him the nose. See if he can get him to move up off the line. Good battle here. Slide job coming. Batista inside, out, across. Can he hang on to it? Give it to JB. New leader. 3rd leader of the race. We've only completed 4 laps. John Batista out in front of Jeffrey Stewart. Josh Gerlach in 3rd. Miles Jensen, then Reed Rundle, Gail Brooks, and Don Runkle Jr. Big slider from Jansen right there. Oh, now Gerlach making just a little contact. A little rough and tumble. How do you do there? Gerlach's going to get the better of it out of 2, at least for the second, but another slide job forthcoming. You can see it before he ever does it. Jansen now going to take over the 3rd spot. So Batista out in front, Stewart 2nd, Jansen 3rd, Gerlach 4th, Rundle in 5th. Runkle now up to 6th. Gail Brooks has fallen back to the 7th spot. 3 laps to go that time. John Batista leading them down into turns 3 and 4. About a lap and a half to go down the back stretch. Stewart, half a second. Can he make up the time in just about a lap? White flag in the air on heat race number 3. Batista still in front of Stewart and Jansen. Jansen now has distanced himself from Gerlach. But out of turn 4, he'll pick up the win in heat race number 3. JB John Batista going to the feature. He's going to bring Jeff Stewart and Miles Jansen directly with him. We'll see Gerlach, Rundle, Runkle, and Brooks in our B mains. So we'll roll our 4th and final heat race out onto the front stretch, get them ready to go. And on the pole, the Lucas Oil Culver's GSR number 07 from Manitowoc, Wisconsin. Your points leader in the series, Ryan Buehler. And on the outside of him, into the 8 machine, going to be Daniel Zegers. Row 2 on the inside, the CJ Automotive Disney Motorsports number 21 from Nazareth, Pennsylvania, Nick Cohan. And 2 is outside in the Full Moon Garage number 97 from Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Robert Schaefer. The 3rd row on the inside, the 12 carts, I think it's actually the 15 carts, the SDP machine back there, of Scott Simley. And to the outside of him, the Brazen Firearms U.S. Navy. The number 65 from Quad Cities, Illinois, Jordan Etter. And on the back row, the Indy Race Parts Midwest Hammerhead Sim Racing Team number 92 from Hobstadt, Indiana, PG Peyton Grease. So your points leader, pole for heat race number 4. See if he can parlay that into a direct transfer spot into tonight's feature. One more time around, we'll get these guys going. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Do not fail to say hi in the chat somewhere, no matter where you are. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, it does not matter. You didn't hit the fence. Not this time you didn't. Not tonight you didn't. But I've seen that in the past, sir. And it is embarrassing. Nothing but love for you, Billy Rowley. All right, these guys are about to get it going out of turn number 4. 4th and final heat race of the evening. Your points leader, Ryan Buehler. Daniel Zegers on the front row. Pace truck is in. Throttles to the floor. We are underway. And Ryan Buehler quickly out in front. 7-8 car lengths. We'll see if Zegers can make any of that up down the backstretch. He closes it down to about 6. Make it 5. So they head off into turns 3 and 4. Nick Cohan in a 3rd. Schaefer in a gaggle. He sits 4th, but then Etter, Grease, and Simley, and they are all nose to tail. It looked like drafting practice at Talladega right there down the front stretch. Same for these 3. Just barely any space between them as both Cohan and Zegers closed the gap And now the slide job line. Oh, Eder off the nose of somebody right there. He's going to find fence on the inside. Saw that car take a hard left. Looked like it came off the front push bar of somebody's car that was right behind him. Maybe Peyton Grease or Scott Simley. Mr. Eder, none the worse for the wear out of that. Battles at the front right now. Bueller trying to hold off Zegers. Zegers had some pressure on him down in 3 and 4. Slides the 7 car up. That allows Zegers, who runs a little bit smoother line right there, that 8Z machine to close right down. You can see just inches apart through the center of the corner. We may see a slide job here. Not this time as Zegers goes top shelf. Bueller went to the bottom. He's going to bring the car out. Will the run down the front stretch be enough? No. Bueller was able to separate himself. Good battle in the first 2 spots right here. Coming down to 4 to go. Nick Cohan has kept the 21 machine right in touch with these guys. They battled too hard. Here comes the slide job, and 1 and 2 right across the bump going into 1. Zegers, can he hang on to it down the backstretch? Just too much grip on the bottom. And Bueller is going to squirt back past him as they head into turn 3. Coming to get the 3 to go signal right here. Set it up. He knows what happened the last time. If he can get there, maybe with 1 or 2 to go, he can take the lead. Really challenge the 7 car right here, but Zegers in the tire tracks. Now a little bit smoother line. He's going to have a good run on the exit. Going to have that run down the front stretch? No, not this time. Now goes for the slide job. Deep and around the corner. This one could stick if he can find some grip right here. Just about had it. They're going to be even going into 3 and 4, and it's been a great line for Bueller to get through there. Now Zegers coming out, white flag in the air. Cohan is in the middle of this as well. Closed off the slider line. Bueller did that time into 1 and 2, but he's going to let Zegers be close down the backstretch. What's going to happen in 3 and 4? In through the middle. Checkered flag in the air. Bueller's going to win it. Zegers second, Cohan third. Then Schaefer, Simley, Eder, and Grease. Good battle at the front. Track starting to come around, it looks like. Should see some good racing in our 2 B mains that are coming up. We need 6 cars from each one of these 2 B mains. We're going to put 8 cars on the grid in B main number 1. It'll be Casey Miller on the pole with Josh Gerlach to his outside. Row 2 will be Trevor Hinker and Reed Arundel inside and out. The third row on the inside, Chris Jabot, and on the outside of him, Don Runkle Jr. And on the back row, Bill Coy inside, Gail Brooks outside. Just waiting on our pole sitter. May or may not get Casey Miller. Rowley, didn't that happen like lap 1 of that race? There's the Pepsi Max machine. Casey Miller for all 8 cars on the track. They'll get ready to roll off here. B main number 1, 15 laps, top 6. Go straight to the feature. Hello, Landy. Thanks for joining us over on YouTube. Guys, YouTube and Twitch, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. You'll know every time the Dirt Racing Network goes live 5 nights a week. If you're on any of the Facebook channels, please drop by the Dirt Racing Network on Facebook and like, share, and follow us. B-Main number 1 here, Dirt Division for Sim500. Top 6 will transfer to the feature. We got 12 cars locked in. We're looking to get 12 more. Don't forget tomorrow night, 8 o'clock Eastern, right back here, Dirt Slingers, Wednesday Night Warriors, their modified series. Those drivers heading into week number 10. The points are very tight, less than 50 across the top 2 spots, and it has been a duel every week between those guys. Tune in and watch them. Been some great racing every single week from those guys. And John Batista, Tyler Schell put on a great show every week. So tune in for them, 8 Eastern tomorrow night. We are headed into 3 and 4 on the final pace lap before we kick off B-Main number 1 right here. Pace truck, the lights are off. He's going to make the hard left. Casey Miller. Green flag out. Everybody on the throttle. Great start. All 8 cars. Rush hour traffic into turn 1. Miller's going to have the lead at the exit of 2. Gerlach gets a good run down the backstretch. He's going to pull to the inside. Slide job coming in 3 and 4. In low, brings it across the middle. He's got the lead when the exit turn 4. Josh Gerlach will lead lap number 1. Miller second. Hinkert third. Rundle sitting in 4th. And then Jabot and Brooks, your final transfer cars. Gail Brooks, the 45 machine on the outside. All contact with he and Runkle. Runkle going to spin the 00 to the inside. He's going to keep the throttle into it. Keep it going to get it spun around. No caution. And Gerlach now kind of got his hands full there with Miller. Miller got a good run off the top. He'll probably pull to the inside down the backstretch. Can he do anything at all down here in 3 and 4? Slider coming. Can he stick it on the exit of turn 4? Yes, he can. Put Miller out in front. So Miller and Gerlach back and forth for the lead. Henker just sitting there. Knows he's got a transfer spot. No need to get up there and try to mix it up with those two. He's going to go to the feature if he can keep it on all 4s for another 11 laps. Rundle in 4th, Jabot 5th, and Brooks in 6th. Bill Coy a good distance back. And Don Runkle has taken the 0 car into the infield. So about to complete lap 5 of 15 right here. You see Miller up to the top side. Able to keep the 05 car out in front. Gerlach's got that pink number 71 machine wound up behind him, and he's closed the gap a little. Then he loses some out of the exit of 2. Shortens the track just a little bit here. Runs right in the bottom of the tacky. Picked up about 2 car lengths. Comes that 00 car again. I think he's rolling it out there. He's about 4 laps down, but you never know. Somebody could make a giant mistake and he could still end up with a transfer spot. Plenty of laps for that to happen as we've reached the halfway point in B-Main number 1. Miller, Gerlach, Hinker, Rundle, Jabot, and Brooks. Your top 6. They are the transfer cars as we run. You can see 6th place, the middle of turns 1 and 2. As we're going to head down to the middle of 3 and 4, half a track. Separating the leader and 6th place right now. 8 down, 7 to go. Everybody running close to the top. On board. Josh Gerlach, the 71 machine. And you can see out the right side right there just how close these guys have been running to the wall. You can watch Miller out in front of him, how close that right rear is to the outside fence this time. Slider line, trying to close the gap a little bit. Four laps to go this time by. Still Miller, Gerlach, Henker, Arundel, Jabot, and Brooks, your top 6. That's how close they're going to be to the wall right here off the right side of Gerlach's car. Back to our wide angle shot here as they come around to get 2 to go. Big rut on the exit of 4. It is there from the beginning of the night to the end. You saw the 05 car bounce when he went across it. Didn't seem to slow him up one bit. So he is starting to gap out just a little bit on the 71 machine. He's coming off right up against that outside wall. Big bounce right there. Final lap, B main number 1, Miller, Gerlach, Hinker, Rundle, Jabot, and Coy. Now inside the top 6. He got around Brooks. Casey Miller off turn 4. He's going to the feature. He wins B main number 1. Josh Gerlach, Trevor Hinker, Reed Rundle, Chris Jabot, and Bill Coy will go with him. Gail Brooks and Don Runkle will be finished for the evening, and we'll get ready for B main number 2. 8 cars scheduled to be in this one. Will be the 35 of Damian Leininger on the pole, the 97 of Robert Schaefer to his outside. Row 2 inside, 617 of Lance Kieser, the 12 of Scott Simley. Row 3 inside, the 30 of Tom Lee. On the outside, Jordan Etter, the 65. The 04 of Doug Sigmund inside the last row with the 92 of Peyton Grease on his outside. And we'll keep 6 of these guys and move them into our feature. Are you going to make the tow on Thursday night, Mr. Newell? Over to Ohio. All right. Pace truck. The lights will go off. He will go in turn number 4. We'll get started with B main number 2. 15 laps again. Top 6 get to remain. See the chat starting to light up. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. I see old Benedict Arnold in chat. All right. Keister's car blinking just a little bit there, but that pace truck's going to make the hard left right here. We are about to go green. B main number 2. Leininger onto the throttle. He'll have the lead down the front stretch. Robert Schaefer, the 1 car. Going to try to take that spot away. Couldn't do it in 1 and 2. Oh, now Leininger finds a little bit of outside fence. Didn't seem to slow him down much. Just picked the front tires up off the ground. Simley, 15 car, into 3rd. But here comes Peyton Grease. Started 8th. He is now up to 3rd. She goes around the top side in turns 1 and 2. Jordan Etter in 5th. And a good battle here for 6th. Leak and Keister. Sigmund's going to squeeze by into 7th. Keister got the worst into that, and it looks like the 617 car possibly broken. He may be taking that thing to pit road. And right now, back to the front. Still Leininger up top. Schaefer in 2nd. Simley still in 3rd. Peyton Grease must have had a little bit of problem. Maybe running the top side, found a little bit of fence because he was all the way to 3rd. couple of laps ago. Now he is back to the 4th position, was 5th for a brief time, as Eder had gotten around him. He's giving chase to Simley here. The old Donnie Schatz throwback paint scheme there. Down to the inside, takes the spot away, moved Grease back into the 3rd position. Still a Leininger out in front, but Schaefer has not allowed him to get very far away. We're going to complete the 5th of 15 laps right here. Still 10 to go. Now bid for the lead on the bottom side. Schaefer trying to find a run off the exit. He's got the lead down the backstretch. Move Leininger back to 2nd. Grease is still 3rd and closing. He's down on the bottom by himself. Scott Simley in 4th. Got a pretty good gap over Jordan Eder. And Tom Leake back here in 6th, coming down off the top side. Peyton Grease now working over Leininger. He's going to move the 92 car into 2nd. Both cars down to the bottom that time. Leininger checked it up just a little bit so he didn't get in the back of the 92. Schaefer still out in front. Eight down, 7 to go. Grease closing the gap. That's your top 4. Simley running in the 4th spot. Still Schaefer out in front, the end of 9. 6 to go. Grease now looking to the inside. Couldn't make it work. Showed him the nose. Schaefer knows he's there. Now Peyton Grease to the inside, the exit of 4. Just not enough momentum. Got the right rear up off the sticky and out into the slick. Lost his forward bite. Schaefer now to the bottom in 1 and 2. He's been liking the top side in 3 and 4, and Grease has been down on the bottom making up time. Schaefer up off the exit. Grease now alongside. Half a car at the line. Peyton Grease, your new leader. Schaefer around the top side. Loses all of his momentum on the exit. Slid the car too far. Peyton Grease has the lead all to himself. He's going to have it at 3 to go. Schaefer now 2nd. Leininger 3rd. Simley still 4th. He is starting to put some pressure on Leininger right there. Showed him he was down on the inside. Eder in 5th and Leake in 6th. Sigmund and Keister. Well, Doug Sigmund's still on track. He's coming out of turn 4. He's not that far in front of your leader with 2 laps to go. So a lap and a half left in B-Main number 2. Peyton Grease in front. 0.6 of a second now over Robert Schaefer. Then Leininger, Simley, Eder, and Leake into that order. Those are the transfer cars. Final lap, white flag in the air. Grease goes all the way to the top shelf. Not sure what that was about. He's been doing so well on to the bottom. But he takes the 92 car out to the outside. And out of turn 4, he'll win B-Main number 2, and he'll bring a Robert Schaefer, Damian Leininger, Scott Simley, Jordan Eder, and Tom Leake with him at 2 of the feature. So our 24-car field is now set. The boys will have a minute or 2 of warm-up time. And we'll let them do that. I'll let you watch this.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, down to about 45 seconds of the warm-up session left. And we will get ready for 30 green flag laps. Once we've completed our feature race, we'll try to talk to our top 3. We'll give them a chance to get into the Discord channel. All right. Practice is over. Feature time is upon us. 24 cars. On the pole, the 21 cars, the over-the-wall photography, elbows up sim sport machine, O'Shea Pollen on his outside, his teammate in the 79, Rowdy Billy Rowley. Row 2 inside, Black Diamond Motorsports driver John Batista, and on the outside of him, your points leader, Ryan Bueller. Third row on the inside, the 01 of Nick Shamborn on the outside, the 36 of the Lawnmower Man, Nathan Davis. Fourth row on the inside, 72 car, Jeff Stewart, on the outside, Daniel Zegers, the 8Z. The 03 of Terry Mustard inside of row number 5 with the 11 of Shane Yates on his outside. Row 6 will be the 67 of Miles Jansen inside, 21 Nick Cohan on the outside. Row number 7 inside, the 05 Casey Miller on the outside, Peyton Grease in the 92, both of our B-main winners. And behind them in row number 8, the inside, the 71 of Josh Gerlach, the outside, the 1 car of Robert Schaefer. The 9th row on the inside, Trevor Hinker, the 26, the outside, Damian Leininger, the 35. Row 10, the 43 of Reed Rundle, the 12 of Scott Simley. The 11th row will be the 5 of Chris Jabot and the 65 of Jordan Etter. And on your back row tonight, the 63 of Bill Coy and the 30 of Tom Lee. So 1 and 2 in the points, starting outside of the front 2 rows. Billy Rowley, second in the points, will start outside row number 1 to the right of his teammate in the 21 car. And directly behind him, that 7 machine, your points leader, Ryan Bueller. We're down in Florida, in Lakeland, Florida right now. Things about to get hot. A lot of talent in these front 5 rows for sure. You look at any of those top 10 guys and just see a winner in all those cars right now. In 30 laps, we'll know who it's going to be for week 15. Sim500 Dirt Division presented by CJAuto21.com. Pace truck's going to make the hard left. We're about to go green. Paulo's on the throttle. Green flags into the air. We are underway for our 30-lap feature. Paulo to the top side. Batista went to the bottom. Rowley went to the top side as well. And right through the middle, Ryan Bueller. So it is Paulo, Batista, Rowley, Bueller, and Shamborn, your top 5. Here comes Nathan Davis down on the inside, the 36 machine. Trying to make the bottom. Paulo hit the fence out of 4. That gives Batista the lead. Now Rowley's in a battle with the guy he is battling directly in the points, and he's going to get checked up behind the 36 car. He'll give up the spot, move Rowley back to 5th, Bueller to 4th. Davis in the green car is 3rd.
All right, man,
And caution behind them. 43 machine of Reed Rundle getting away slowly back here on the backstretch. Let's see what happened to Reed out of turn 2. In the middle, comes down to the bottom. Found their left rear of the 15 car of Simley. And it won't make your car drive any faster. It might make it turn left a little bit more, especially when you lick the fence like that. But that'll move him back into the 24th position. All right, now, Batista, Paulo, Bueller, Rowley, Davis, Shamborn, Zegers, Stewart, Grease, and Jensen. Completed 2 of the scheduled 30 laps. All right, getting the field sorted out. Going to get them lined up behind the pace truck, ready to restart. This time by single file, nose to tail. '54 machine of John Batista out in front. He'll give us the a race of pace here as soon as we get out of turn 4. Shamborn 6th, Zegers 7th, Stewart in 8th, Grease in 9th, and Jansen in the 10th position. Any of those top 10 cars I still think has a great shot to win this thing. A little bit of luck, maybe 1 or 2 cautions timed just right, and fortune favors the bold every time. Here's your restart. John Batista with a big jump out in front of the 21 Apollo. He's going to go to the bottom. Apollo got a good run through the center of the corner. Wasn't able to do anything with it on the exit. Bueller and Rowley and Davis, all 3 side by side heading into turn number 3. Davis keeping the 36 car locked down on the bottom. Rowley was trying to find some grip down there, so he didn't lose a lot of time to Bueller. He ends up losing about 3 or 4 car lengths because Davis keeps getting the inside, making Rowley go through the slick right there. Good a battle for 4th right here, side by side once again. Now Davis, a little bit of power down through the center of the corner. Will he have the drive on the exit? Not this time, half a car. Still Rowley out in front for 4th position, and caution behind him. I want to say Robert Schaefer's car is tumbling down the front stretch. Yeah, it is going to land up on its side. Let's go back here and take a look at what happened to the 1 car out of turn number 4. Gets locked up with Jensen. Then Hanker comes along. So does Simley. And the 1 car not in a good spot now. So we got down to turn number 1 there to start lap 5, and caution once again. We'll get them lined back up here. Not this lap, but next lap. Give us ourselves a restart, 25 to go. Get ready to re-rack the field here. I don't think anything changed for anyone. Still Batista, Paulo, Bueller, Rowley, Davis, Shamborn, Grease, Zegers, Stewart, and now Casey Miller. Peyton Grease maybe picked up a spot. Somebody fell out of there. Gerlach fell out of the top 10. Should get the 1 to go signal this time by. Restart will be on lap number 6. Still 23 cars on the track. All 23 still on the lead lap. The only car off the track, the one car, Robert Schaefer. The whole front stretch was just the parts that got chopped up during that flip, Mr. King. All right, Batista, Paulo, Bueller, and then Rowley and Davis, your top 5 on the restart. Pace truck will take the hard left turn right here in turn number 4. John Batista. On the throttle. Green flag back in the air. Rowley got a good run up the outside of Bueller. Can he do anything through 1 and 2 off the top side? Big run for the 79 car. We cleared him by about 1 car length, but Bueller's fighting back. Down on the inside now, Bueller slides across the top. Rowley will cut that in the 79 car down low, and he'll have the advantage down the front stretch. Side-by-side battle. First and second into the points. Running third and fourth into the race currently. Rowley, big advantage with a great run out of the bottom of turn 2. Caution. 67 car of Miles Jansen. He and Nick Cohan side-by-side right here. Jansen across the top side, finds the fence, crawls the car, might have broke some suspension. Pretty lucky he didn't get hammered right there, but he kept the car still, let everybody get by. It looks like he did break some suspension parts. That crab walking the 67 car heading down pit road. And that may be the end of the night for Miles Jansen. So our second retiree. So a couple laps of cloud of dust and then yellow laundry. Not much changed up front. Batista, Paulo. Then Bueller and Rowley swapped spots. Put Rowley third, Bueller fourth. Davis stayed in fifth. Grease went from 7th to 6th. Shamborn went from 6th to 7th. Zegers stayed 8th. Stewart and Miller 9th and 10th. Little bit of rough beginnings here. Only 2 cars out of the race, Jansen and Schaefer right now. So 22 cars still on the track on the lead lap. Lights out on the pace truck. Single file for the restart. 23 laps remain. All right, pace truck going to make the hard left right down here in turn number 4. John Batista will bring us back to the green.
Green, green, green.
Good start for everybody. See him coming out of turn number 2. Nobody able to make a move just yet. Got a couple of cars up on the top side. I see Cohan's car up there. Now Davis goes to the top side. Miller went top shelf that time. Still Batista out in front. Paulo, Rowley, and Bueller. Davis is trying the top side. Here comes Peyton Grease making a bid. Peyton Grease down on the very bottom, right in behind Ryan Bueller. He'd like to find a gap to slip the 92 car in between and put himself between Bueller and Rowley so he can start working on that 79 car. Right now, got his hands full working around the 7 as Davis got around Bueller. Now Bueller slips up. That opens the door for Grease. Grease couldn't do it right there. Had to back the car down so they didn't make contact in 2. It's Batista, Paulo, Rowley, Davis, Bueller, Grease, Shamborn, Stewart, Zeggers, and Gerlach in your top 10. That time Grease way out of shape. He gives up a bunch of spots all the way back to 9th. Take the pressure off of Bueller right now. Put the pressure on Rowley as Davis is all over him. The green machine right on the rowdy one, down into 3 on the bottom side. Will he have anything on the exit? Rowley's got it wound up in the top side. Not this time around. Paulo trying to stay in touch with Batista right here. Batista running the bottom faithfully. The bottom goes away. It doesn't make any difference to the guy in the 54 car. He'll run the top. He'll run the bottom. He really doesn't care. And now caution, as I saw Bueller make a move to get around Davis. That isn't what brought out our caution. Gonna say the 5 car of Miller. Oh, no. Leininger and Simley got into it, and then Miller just became a part of it. So the 15 car and the 35 both in the infield. Add 2 more to the crippled list. Get everybody lined out single file. We'll run down the top 10. Batista, Paulo, Rowley, Davis, Bueller, Shamborn, Stewart, Zeggers, Grease, and Cohan. Caution number 4. Still about 19 laps to go. Go back here, take a look. That's Shamborn, Stewart, Zeggers, and Grease. So 7th through 10th. Lights will go off on the pace truck this time by. Single file them up. Get ready to restart. Still a long ways to go in this one. A lot of racing left. Started to get a little bit of a rhythm there. I ran about 7 laps, 6 laps. First through 5th right here. Batista, Paulo, Rowley, Davis, and Bueller. So back to green this time out of turn number 4. Still John Batista out front. Once he took the lead, he has not relinquished it. Really hasn't been challenged for it, and he's going to restart us right here.
Green.
Begin lap number 13. He got a good jump on Paulo. He goes right back to the bottom in 1 and 2. Paulo, Rowley go to the bottom as well. Davis went to the top side. No drive on the exit. He's going to hang on to 4th in front of Bueller. Shamborn's still 5th, but he's got company. Jeff Stewart. Now Peyton Grease working the inside of Daniel Zeggers. Does Grease have the drive on the front stretch? No, he does not. Keep Zeggers in the 8th position. Back to the front, still Batista. Able to maintain 4, 5, 6 car lengths. Now stretches it a little down the back stretch. Davis now around Rowley. Can he have 3rd on the way out of turn number 4 right here? If he can keep the drive down, yes he does. Move the 36 car into the 3rd position. Rowley now back in front of Bueller. Jeff Stewart on his way in. He gets to the inside of Bueller. A little bump and grind there. Bueller trying to keep the bottom locked down, not let anyone get down to the inside. Stewart had the whole car there. They made a little contact. Now Stewart will go top shelf. Going to go back to the bottom. Jeff Stewart really good at keeping that car down on the very inside. Had to back off the throttle as he made a little bit of a mistake there. Here's Daniel Zegers back around Peyton Grease up here.
All right, man, caution
and caution towards the back. 43 car got away slow, and I'm not sure if he was in it or slowed down for it, but we're going to go take a look. That is Yates right in front. Eder right in front of that. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 43 car got sideways enough with company coming. He was able to keep the power down, keep the car going, but that is enough to bring out a caution on the iRacing service. Action was starting to heat up at the front. We got about 4 laps in there. Yeah, cautions can be your friend, or they can definitely slow your pace and break your rhythm up. So Batista, Paulo Davis, Rowley, Bueller still in the top 5. Then Stewart up to 6. Zegers now 7th. Grease 8th. Shamborn 9th. And Gerlach back inside our top 10. 18 cars still on track. 6 already loaded up. What was left of them? Simile, Miller, Leininger, Leak, Jensen, and Schaefer. Should get 1 to go right here. Just past halfway. 16 down, 14 to go. All right, good gap between the front car and the pace truck. He'll be able to get out of the way as John Batista will get us restarted. Lap 17.
Green.
Another good run for the 54 car out of turn 4 on the restart. We're going to go back here and watch contact. Bueller and Rowley.
Caution is out.
A lot of contact in front of, behind. I see Zegers and Grease and several others in this. We'll go back here and we'll try to get a little bit better angle. Down into 1 and 2. You see Rowley was there and Bueller just kind of up and into the tail tank, and that stacks a bunch of guys up. Zegers, Grease, Mustard. You see the 2 stuck there. Both cars able to roll away. We'll find out where everybody's going to line up here. Car on the short end of that stick, I think, is going to be the 79 car, Billy Rowley. He is going to drop all the way from 4th to what appears to be 15th. And I don't know that there is damage on that car. Looked like the left front was hanging a little low to me, but that could have just been an optical illusion right there. But Bueller is going to stay in 4th, and Rowley is going to fall all the way to 15th, and that is a big gap when they were racing for points right there. Hey, the tropical depression in chat. What's going on, buddy? You know we would, Mr. King. You know we would. All right, lights off on the pace truck. Restart. This time out of 4. 13 laps still to go. winding up the 6th caution of the event. Still Batista, Paulo, Davis, then Bueller and Stewart, your top 5. Shamborn, Gerlach, Cohan, Mustard, and Hanker, your top 10 now. Green flag back in the air, racing once again. Batista able to get great restarts, and he's got 4, 5, 6 car lengths before we get to turn 1. Davis went to the top shelf. He's running in the 3rd, not able to make up any ground on the front 2. Bueller still 4th, and Jeff Stewart now trying to close that gap back up, put some pressure on Bueller. Wasn't able to do it in 3 and 4. Shamborn right there. He's now 3 wide. Mustard is there. Gerlach is there. They sort it out before they get into 1 and 2. Almost 2 wide, 2 deep right there on the exit of 2, but Mustard surges ahead into 7th. Gerlach was 8th, and Cohan was 9th when they went in the corner. Now Gerlach and Cohan going to swap spots on the exit, and they're going to drag race to the line. Great battle here. This is inside the top 10. 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th right here. Gerlach threads the needle down the backstretch. Yates is going to follow him. Both of them around Cohan. So Cohan 10th, Yates was 9th, Gerlach, then Mustard, Shamborn is 6th, Jeff Stewart still in 5th behind Ryan Bueller. Nathan Davis is in 3rd. He has lost touch with the 2 leaders. It's John Batista to the top side. Coming down to 9 to go right here. You saw Paulo run the slider line. Now Paulo hammers the outside wall. I don't know if it put any damage on the 21 car or not, but he lost a lot of ground to the leader and gave a lot of ground to the 36 car of Nathan Davis right there. Now Davis back in the hunt to be in the top 2 here. Looks like the 21 car. Okay, Bueller still running the bottom down in 3 and 4. Now goes to the bottom 1 and 2. Jeff Stewart with that amazing run through the center. A little bit of contact there, and Stewart has to give a lot of ground back. Go check on our 2 cars from the wreck a little while ago. Billy Rowley's car damaged enough. I thought that car looked like it had damage. He has taken it to the infield, and so has Daniel Zager. So more retirees. Still Batista out in front. Almost 9/10 of a second right now over that car, the 21 of Shea Paulo. He's in a battle with the 36 of Nathan Davis. 6 laps to go. Davis around to the top side, trying to find that run through the corner. Now all the way to the outside. Paulo goes all the way up there himself. John Batista back to the bottom in 1 and 2. 4.5 laps to go. Batista, Paulo, Davis, Stewart, Bueller, Shamborn, Mustard, Cohan, Yates, and Gerlach, your top 10. Gap widening from 1st to 2nd, 1.2 seconds. Another 6/10 back to 3rd. Nathan Davis. Jeff Stewart has gotten around Bueller while we were looking at the leaders. Put him up to 4th. Bueller's back to 5th. Shamborn, Mustard, Cohan, Yates, and Gerlach, your top 10. 16 cars remain on track. 3 to go this time by. John Batista keeping it at 1.3 seconds over Shea Paulo. Paulo keeping about 1/2 to 6/10 of a second over Davis. Davis staying married to the top side, trying to use momentum to run down the 21 car. Close the gap a little that time by. Can he make it about the same this time? That'll get him in striking distance. Batista 1.3 seconds. He's going to come out of turn 4 to the white flag. Final lap. Leader going to encounter one lap car. I believe the 26 of Henker. Looks to the top side of 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Checkered flags in the air. JB. John Batista wins it. Shea Paulo second. Nathan Davis comes home in third. We'll get those three around here. Get them up on the front stretch. Get them into the booth for interviews. As John Batista will bring the 54 car around. Nathan Davis takes the 36 to the infield. We could make that work anyway, I believe. I say that like I truly mean it, and then I'm not so sure. Oh, well. Guys on the front stretch will have good images. So we will wait. There's Batista. There is Paulo. We'll wait for Mr. Davis. Give him just a moment to get in here. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Spend your Tuesday evening with us. Always a pleasure to have you in. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hang around. We're going to talk to our top three. Don't forget, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night. Dirt Slingers Wednesday Night Warrior Series Modifieds. They are at Lernerville. Going to be a heck of a show. The guys have had a ton of practice races this week, and it has been very fun watching them do that. And then Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, right back here again. Carousels will be on the call. Dirt Slingers Wicked Energy Gum 410 Outlaw Series. Just waiting for Mr. Davis to make his way. If he doesn't make his way here pretty quick, we're going to move on and talk to second place Shea Paulo and our winner, John Batista. So let us go ahead and move along. We'll talk to second place Shea Paulo. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Well, a heck of a night. You start up front. You kept it in second pretty much the whole time. John got around you. How tough was it to stay focused with all the cautions in the feature tonight?
The toughest part, honestly, I wanted some marbles. Because I know you've seen plenty of races here where the middle comes in 1 and 2 with some marbles there, but just too many caution laps kept packing the mud into the track. So just stuck to the bottom, well, pretty much the grass down there on 1 and 2, and would make up some time there. But as we all know, JB is one of the best in the game at railing the fence, and he ran the top in 3 and 4 pretty much like 20 laps there, and I just couldn't make up any ground. And then I tried slider line and would get some momentum and then smash the wall and then kind of break my momentum and have to catch back up. But the cautions were a little troublesome, I think, for the track wear more than our focus. Me, JB, and Nathan seemed like we had the lines down that we wanted to run every lap. It's just a matter of getting a little bit of marbles there for the grip on the bottom, but I couldn't get the green flag run that I wanted.
Well, still a great run, and you are right there in the points for this 360 championship, and this ought to do some good for you closing up that small gap. About 2 races left in the series. You think you got enough time to catch Mr. Bueller?
I know I'm out for the total and the late model for sure. The 360, I think I'm pretty close, like you said. I don't know. We'd have to do the math. I think we get 1 drop, so I don't even know what my worst week would be. But yeah, I definitely got enough fuel in the tank and motivation to try and go get at least half of this championship. Whether or not the chips kind of fall in my lap, we'll have to wait and see. But I finished 3-4 spots ahead of him tonight. So pretty good run, I guess. That'll get me. I don't know how big the point differential is between the spots in this series, but yeah, just I mean every week, just trying to finish in front of pretty much everybody. But JB keeps showing up and ruining the party.
Well, he's a tough nut to crack, that is for sure, man. Second place, still a great run for you. Who's helping you out? And we'll let you go celebrate with your teammates.
A big shout out to the Elbows Up boys and our sponsors, Flow Racing, Overwall Photography, BS Air, Jessup Logistics, all those sponsors. We have so many. Appreciate everybody rooting me on here in my Twitch chat. And they told me I had to say that, Scott King.
And don't listen to Judas. Don't even listen to Judas right now.
Oh God! But big shout out to JB. Honestly, he's probably, I mean, not even probably, he is my favorite guy to race on this game, I think. And it's just like, it seems like every week we're right by each other, and easily my favorite guy to race on this deal. So it's always fun running 1-2 with him.
All right, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to chat with us, and we look forward to seeing you in the big body cars tomorrow night, buddy.
Thanks, sir. Thanks for the broadcast. Thanks, Nick, for the league.
All right. Second place, Shea Paulo. Let's grab tonight's winner. He picks up another victory this place. Seems like every time we come to USA, you see the 54 car towards the front. John Batista, you there?
Hey, how's it going?
Man, great run for you tonight. You took the lead early, never gave it back. But I asked Shea the same thing. With all the cautions, man, how hard is it to keep your focus knowing you're going to have to run a pretty thin line all the way around this place?
Well, it was certainly hard because, like you said, it was just restart after restart for the most part, or at least at the beginning of the race. And he was really kicking my ass running the bottom, especially through 1 and 2. For some reason, I was just having a hell of a time trying to get through there, and he was right on me pretty much every restart. So I had to find a way to try and gap him, and I went to the top pretty early, and the top was all right, but he found an even faster line in 3 and 4. I think he was just a little bit faster coming off late exit where I was on the wall versus his line, which is about a line off the wall, but he was much faster the rest of the corner. So I really think that's just what kept me in the lead. And then those two, Nate and Shea, started battling behind me, and from there it's just, just hitting my marks.
Well, a fantastic run. And like I said to Shea, it seems like, every time we come here, we see the 54 car up front, and he said, you guys seem to race around each other a lot more trust when you can, believe that a guy's going to race you hard, but he's going to race you clean, and it makes it a whole lot easier to focus on your marks, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's really him and his whole team. They're probably my favorite people to race against. And, with Shea, it's no different. I mean, usually it's me and Shea in mid-pack battling it out for like 15th or 14th. So for first and second, that's pretty cool. But I know in this series, it's usually for a podium. So, congrats to Shea on his second place. Well earned. Great race to everybody. Congrats to Nate on his third place.
Well, a great run. Again, you pick up the win. I was saying it earlier that it seems like every time we come to USA, you find a way to put the 54 car towards the front. Who you got helping you out being so quick every single time out before we let you go celebrate tonight?
Well, USA used to be my favorite track, and I feel like I was pretty good there when the track first came out, and then when the cushion was the dominant line. But ever since they updated it, I've been pretty trash here. But the last few finishes at this track have been pretty decent for me. This league, DSRL was okay, Dirt Racing Tour. So I'm glad this track is finally come around. I wish I can just do the same at Williams Grove, but we'll keep working there too. I want to thank Brett Wheeler, Ultimate Dirt TV, Jason Brody at Absolute Automation and Security. Of course, you every week, Dirt Racing Network. Congrats to Nate on his podium and Shea on his second place. And I will see you tomorrow for the Warrior Series.
All right, man. Yeah, going to be a fun one at Lernerville for you guys tomorrow night. I can't wait to get to that action. But thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on the win again. And I will see you tomorrow night, sir.
Sure, see you tomorrow.
John Batista, your winner. Let's run down our results here. Batista wins it. Paulo was second. Davis was third. Stewart comes home fourth. Ryan Buehler, your points leader, in fifth. 6th to Nick Shamborn. Terry Mustard in 7th. Shane Yates was 8th. 9th, Josh Gerlach. 10th, Nick Cohan. 11th to Jordan Eddert. Chris Jabot in 12th. 13th, Peyton Grease. 14th, Bill Coy. Reed Rundle in 15th position. 16th to Trevor Hinker. Billy Rowley in 17th after a great start to the night. Rough luck for him. Finishes 8 laps down in 17th. Daniel Zegers, 18th position. Damian Langer, 19th. 20th to Scott Simley. Casey Miller in 21st. Miles Jensen, 22nd. Tom Malik in 23rd. And Robert Schaefer rounding out the field. So 15 of them into the books. They got about 5 more. 3 late model races and 2 more 360 races. Don't forget to tune in next Tuesday night to continue the series. They'll be in the late models right back here at USA. Tomorrow night, Wednesday Warriors, 8 p.m. Eastern. I will have the call for you. And then Thursday night, KR Stolfus back in the booth for the Wicked Energy Gun 410 Outlaws to wrap up the week here. Once again, we appreciate everybody tuning in. For myself, KR Stolfus at the Dirt Racing Network. Guys, until we see you the next time, keep it dirty, everybody. Good night.